what is like the main differences of like grinding and building up the pages for like I remember you being at shows and like beatboxing and stuff like that and like
Hmm.
like what is the main differences of like the grind for like the gaming?
I would have to say it's a completely different type of grind, mentally, because like you spend a lot of hours inside. You spend a lot of hours alone, essentially. Even though I'm like with people online, you're in the house grinding a day in and day out. Sometimes there's nobody watching you, so it's like you're talking to yourself. It can be mentally very draining, stressful. People that have like anxiety and depression, it's definitely wears on them even more. So, you know what I mean? Especially if
Yeah,
you have moments where you're high up on the view chart, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden you just tank, you might think that that's something that you've done personally, but it's just the way the algorithm works sometimes. And,
for
you know,
sure.
it's the hardest thing I've ever done, hands down. Hardest thing I've ever done. I used to lay bricks. I used to be a mover my whole life, and hands down, this is the hardest thing I've ever done mentally, 150%. And it's an ongoing thing, day in day out.
Like people I feel like that don't put out content all the time don't really understand that like for me I put up a clip on my YouTube every day from these interviews. I put up the full thing and I put up clips, but I release a thing every day, and there's certain days where I'm like, oh man, this clip right here, look, and I'm like I feel so confident about it, and
Right.
like it won't perform, and I'll be like, and then like the next day I'll put up a clip that like I'm like, okay, this clip's all right. It's not as good as the clip yesterday, but it's good. And then it'll get the hits, and and you're wondering like, yo, like this shit right here, but this other shit hits with putting out content like consistently, and you're right, like sometimes like man that can really like put a toll on you, if you don't set your mind to like a long term goal of like yo um even with some of those like ones that I think are awesome and they don't do good right away, a couple months down the road they'll start hitting. It's
Right.
like okay.
Yeah.
um
It's not something that happens overnight. You know what I mean? I've been at this for 3 years now, just a little bit over 3 years, and there's still days where there's nobody there. It's like I'm talking to nobody, and then there's the other days where it's like the chat's moving so fast you can't even see it. You know what I mean? And